Should we be having a look at who these people are, the way they might vote or whatever? What do you think?
Well, I do think this is an outrageous example of judicial overreach, one of the worst I've ever come across. It essentially means that anyone from any conflict zone, anywhere in the world, could come to the UK to be with any family member. And it restricts the ability of the government and Parliament to set our own immigration policy. And your viewers, I think, will consider this to be almost a sick joke. The idea that we could create a scheme for Ukrainians and it be used by Gazans. And that there is a judge who twisted and contorted our human rights laws to make this happen. And I think judges have to be held to account when they make decisions that are so inexplicable, so absurd as this one, that people's blood will be boiling listening to this. And so I do think this judge has to be held to account. I think that's why we have to appeal this. I want the Home Office to take this all the way, take it to the Supreme Court, frankly. And if that doesn't work, we've got to change the law. But unlike what Keir Starmer said at Prime Minister's Questions today, that is not an easy thing when you've got a Prime Minister and an Attorney General who say that international law takes precedent over everything, even basic common sense and our national interest.
That's an interesting point, and it does come back yet again to Lord Hermer, doesn't it? Who is our Attorney General, at least for now, anyway, Starmer's great mate. So you are concerned that if this did go all the way through to Strasbourg and they decide against it, well, we have an Attorney General who's on record, isn't he, saying that he would just accept that decision?
Yeah, well, Keir Starmer and Lord Hermer are, kind of two peas in a pod, both people who always put the interests of the kind of gilded international law circuit above those of our own people here in the UK. And they have said very clearly that they will always abide by those judgments. And so here you've got a case where the judge has said that because of Article 8 in the European Convention on Human Rights, he's going to grant this family the right to come to the UK, despite the fact they're not Ukrainians. There's no particular reason why they should be coming here whatsoever. So it's hard to see how you can square this circle. What's got to happen is either we win on appeal in the court or we change the law and say this cannot happen, even if that is in contravention of the European Convention on Human Rights.